Herbie and Annabelle by Susie Klein. Who's Who? Herbie Jones likes to read, but he has been in the lowest reading group for most of his life. He carries a notebook, writes poems, reads books about spiders, and enjoys teasing his older sister, Olivia. He hates doing skill sheets in his third grade class at Laurel Woods Elementary School. Sometimes he uses his spy code number, 0030, when he talks to his best friend, Raymond Martin, on the phone. Herbie cares what his parents think. Annabelle Louisa Hotchkiss is the smartest girl in third grade. She is bossy and can be mean, but she works hard, is very neat, and always obeys the rules. When she's angry with Herbie, she gives him the silent treatment or puts red checks after his name in her notepad. She's a good athlete and tries to be first in every contest. Her initials, ALH, are on most of her things. Mr. Hotchkiss is Annabelle's father. He likes making eggplant parmigiana, watching Annabelle play baseball, and cracking jokes. Annabelle doesn't think they're funny. Herbie does. Narrator is like a stage manager. He or she establishes the setting, time, and character motivation. When necessary, this person moves the action. Sound effects person is the one who makes special noises. Characters, narrator, sound effects person, Herbie Jones, Mr. Hotchkiss, Annabelle Louisa Hotchkiss, the setting, Annabelle's house, time, after school. Herbie rang Annabelle's doorbell. Bzzz, bzzz. I wish I didn't have to deliver this get well cards from the class, but the teacher said I had to because I live the closest. Mr. Hotchkiss answered the door. Hello, Herbie. Hello, Mr. Hotchkiss. My teacher wanted me to drop these cards by for Annabelle. Would you please give them to her? Thanks. Bye. Herbie turned around and headed down the steps. Just a minute, Herbie. Won't you come in and give the cards to Annabelle yourself? The doctor said she isn't contagious anymore. Well, I was supposed to deliver these cards to the door, not go in. Miss Pinkham never said I had to do that. Just for a minute. Well, okay, Mr. Hotchkiss. Herbie felt his throat getting dry and raspy as he walked inside the house. When they got to Annabelle's door, they stopped. Before we go in, I must tell you something. Annabelle has been very stubborn about having the chicken pox. Really? Herbie tried to act surprised, but the fact was Herbie already knew Annabelle was stubborn about everything. She insists on putting the sheet over her head every time someone comes in the room. She won't even let me see her face, just her mother. She says when the spots and scabs are gone in a few days, she won't hide behind the sheet. No kidding. Annabelle has a sheet over her head? This is great. I didn't want to see her anyway. Maybe you'll have a better luck. May we come in, Annabelle? Who's with you? Someone from school. He has some get-well cards for you. Mr. Hotchkiss opened the door slowly. Herbie saw Annabelle sitting up in bed. The sheet was tucked behind her head. Who is it? See for yourself, dear. Mr. Hotchkiss smiled as he walked out of the room. Herbie quickly looked around and sat down in a chair by Annabelle's desk. Hi, Annabelle. Do you have a cold, John? Or is that your asthma acting up again? John? Hey, this could be fun. I'm visiting a ghost and now I can't even pretend to be someone else. Just my asthma? Did you bring me some cards? Yup, here's two. Read them to me. Sure. Here's one with a Viking ship on it. I know that's from Raymond Martin. He always draws Viking ships. Yup. And on the inside it says Bon Voyage. Bon Voyage? That's dumb. Bon Voyage means have a good trip. Having the chicken pox is not having fun, and you certainly can't go anywhere. Herbie remembered to cough a few times and act like John. Here's a real nice card. It has you in bed with your cat and a thermometer in your mouth. I wonder who made that one. It even has a poem inside. I'll read it. Annabelle, sick in bed, spots on her nose and spots on her head. Think I will give her a bright red nose, then she knows I will tickle her toes with it. That's funny. Who wrote it? Herbie tipped back his chair. Herbie Jones. Herbie Jones wrote that? The one and only. Annabelle was quiet for a moment. Well, you know, John. Yes, Annabelle? I'm not speaking to Herbie. Oh. Herbie leaned forward and listened. He was curious why Annabelle had put 3 red checks after his name on her notepad at school. Herbie Jones wore earrings to school in October. It was Halloween, and he was supposed to be a pirate. Everyone knows a pirate wears just one gold earring. Herbie wore a pair of strawberries. That's check 1. And when he wrote a story at Thanksgiving about a turkey who got his head chopped off, he called the turkey Annabelle. And he gave me a can of salmon for my birthday. Check 3. What a memory she has. I better get out of here. It's getting dangerous. I've planned John long enough. I'll sneeze once and then head for the door. But Herbie Jones does have a way with words. Herbie stopped at the door. Herbie Jones has a way with words? If you tell Herbie I said that, John Greenweed, I'll hate you forever. Herbie snatched a Kleenex from the flowered box on Annabelle's desk and held it up to his mouth. This was no time to be discovered. I won't. Your secret is safe with me. Removes Kleenex and smiles. Mr. Hotchkiss saw Herbie to the door. Did she talk to you face to face? No, she even thinks I'm John Greenweed. I kind of went along with it. Listen, Herbie, if my daughter wants to play games, you can too. Your secret is safe with me. John. Thanks, Mr. Hotchkiss. As Herbie shuffled along the sidewalk, he kept thinking about what Annabelle had said. Herbie Jones has a way with words. Is that really true? Maybe I should try making up a few more poems. Let's see. Spaghetti is red, meatballs are brown. You make them with eggs and a pound of ground round. When the sun is yellow, it's time to play. When the sun is red, it's time to go to bed. I do have a way with words.